Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video, as I stated in my last video, is going to be all about my quick, just simple, easy, natural makeup look that I usually do. I don't do anything too colorful or too extra. I just keep it simple with my makeup. So I'm just going to get right into the video and not make it too long. So what I usually do first, I will start off with a primer. So this one is the Beauty Treats Perfecting Primer, and if you all realize that I'm looking down, is just a little mirror that I have down here that I'm using, right, just to see what I am doing. In the last video I started doing this, I started putting the setting powder when I apply like my primer or your moisturizer or anything like that, right? So that is what I'm going to do right now. So while the primer is still a little like wettish or damp, I am going to take the setting powder with my little sponge, and I'm just going to dip it. My brows, as I told you all, I like to use the Jordana Fabi Brow Eyebrow Pencil. Right, so that comes with the little brush, and I just brush it. Disclaimer again, I'm not a makeup artist, I'm not any professional, this is just what I do, right? I use a pencil and wherever like I kinda just want to fill in a little, nothing too extra, just spaces, a few areas that I want to fill in. If you all know, or if you all have any tips that you all have to share, or any other way that I can do something better, differently, or anything like that, anything that you all know that will be helpful, feel free to share in the comments below. I will be grateful, because I am no professional. As I told you in the last video as well, if you haven't watched that one, go watch it please. I don't normally do my eyebrows, but I'm going to today. I'm using this brush and the LA Girl Pro Conceal in the shade Fawn to do my eyebrows. So I just squeeze it a little, get some of the product. And finish the other brow. So I basically did the same thing like I did on this side, right? So now I'm going to move on to foundation, and I'm using the flat top foundation brush. This is what it looks like. Right, I'm using this brush to do my foundation. So today I'm using the, what you will have seen in my last video, the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless Normal to Oily Skin, and this is in the shade 330 Coffee Caramel. Right, so what I do, I just put some of my hand like that, not too much because a little goes a long way. So don't make that big mess like what I just did there, right? Okay. I just take it from my hand and I work with like a section at a time and I press it in. So I, just press it in like that. Ooh, I just press it right out of my idea, boy. Wait. And I take my makeup like all the way behind here and stuff like that, right? So going to move with the next section, so I just put a little bit there and I'm pressing in. I'm going to do like eyeshadow. I would put concealer above my eyes here, but I'm not doing that, so I will just put I'll just put foundation there. I'm not doing any eyeshadow today, so I'm just putting like a little bit, like there's not much left on my hand, so I'm just taking that little bit and just putting it like over my eyes there. I move on to concealer and I use my sponge to do the concealer. Today I'm going to do a mixture of the LA Pro Conceal and Infon and the Sasha Liquid Concealer in Cover Me Caramel. So I'll show you all what I usually do with that. I just put a little bit, just a little bit. Now I'm going in with the Sasha Liquid Concealer and I'm just putting some of that as well. I'm going to take a sponge . I'm going to put the LA Pro Conceal on top here and below here, right? I'm not going to put the Sasha in that area. Okay, so I'm finished with that. So then what I do is I'm just going to go in gently with the L'Oreal True Match Super Blendable Powder in the shade W7. And this is Caramel Beige. I'm just going to go lightly over the areas that I just did the concealer. I'm using the powder, this powder brush, just dipping it very lightly in there, and I'm just here sort of pressing that in where I just did applied concealer. So that's good. Now I'm going to do slight contour. So I told you I use the palette. I use this brush. I go with this shade. I just press it lightly, and where I have that little, I don't know what to call it, but there's like a little sink right there, right below like my cheekbone area. I just use that as my guideline, and I just put this lightly in that area, and I just blend it out in that area right there. apply on the sides here and at the top here. Right? I move on to my highlight, and I'm going to use this brush to do my highlight. I'm going to go with the City Colors Timeless Beauty palette that I showed you all in my last video. As I explained in the last video, it fell down and I lost some of the highlights on one of the blush. I don't really do blush, as I told you all as well. And this is the main one that's left that I'm working with right now. Right? So I'm just going to just tap it in, and I go in these areas at the side here, a little on my nose, and I like to do a little just above there, and feeling extra I would do like some shimmery stuff down here as well. Right? So let's get started. Usually love my Kiss Luxury eyeliner in intensifying brown, but that's out. So right now I'm using the LA Girl eyeliner in deepest brown, and I'm just going to line my eyes. So yeah, that's it for eyeliner. Okay, so final thing I'm going to do is lip. So the first thing I'm going to use is the Caramel Cosmetics Lip Art. I usually leave the plastic on a little over the product, so why don't I just take it off? But anyway, so I can see, like, remember the names by necessary, so they won't like come off now. So is the Caramel Lip Art, and this is the Frosted Matte Lipstick in the shade On Fleek. So I just take this and I line my lips. Right. As I apply that, I'm going to take the Sasha lipstick in the shade Leading Lady. I'm going to take that and just apply it like in the middle there. And now I'm just going to blend that out. This is what sort of comes out. So I just then take something and I like neaten up any area. Then I also go back in with this little brush and the L'Oreal powder, or if not the L'Oreal powder, I use the Sasha Pearl Powder Foundation. So yeah, this is how I mix up my little lipsticks and whatnot, well, lip colors. And yeah, this is how it turned out. This is about it for my makeup. Sometimes after this I might go in with the Sasha foundation powder, or if I need to touch up during the day, I'll use that. So I'm just going in areas where my neck and whatnot, and I'm just going to like lightly touch up in those areas. and right just to the center here, and over by that concealer. And yeah, so guys, that brings us to the end of this video. Thank you guys again as usual for watching. Extra love if you made it to the end. So this is like my short, simple makeup look that I just usually do, natural colors, neutral colors and whatnot. So this is it. Only difference might be sometimes I will decide to like change up on my lip color or add a little gloss, or if it's like another type of occasion I'll add eyeshadow and whatnot. But this is like just the short and simple look that I usually do. So thank you guys for watching. As I said, my next video do another one, another makeup look, and yeah, so you all can look out for that one as well. Bye. So guys, I just realized that I didn't do my other side of mascara. I was like, well, one side not looking right, so then I had to check myself, like, yeah, wait, now what's your whole left side? The struggles. So yeah, so that's about it for the mascara, guys. So this is like, the other one was like kind of final, but this is like the final. I put on my other side of mascara and I added it on the bottom. So yeah, so this is the final look, guys. Just had to come back and show you all that. Okay, so have a good day. Bye.